In this video, I will continue to talk about blue zone myths, and that's about what can be a healthy diet to extend longevity, and now in more details. So again, I recommend you to download this presentation as PDF file from the link in the description. Then you can get your own the source of access to source of information. Make your own research. Don't rely on my opinion, because I am not a medical professional. I am doctor of science with PhD in physics and mathematics, and but chemistry and biology is my passion. And I worked on it to extend my own longevity. It seems it is successful. I do well, and in my age 67, and so I wish to continue. So let's go. Based on this concept, the following recommendation for healthy aging were proposed officially. Okay, to incorporate into your routine low-intensity activities such as walking, reduce calorie intake by 20%, consume whole grains, seeds, fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, and spices, reduce consumption of meat, eggs, and dairy products, avoid processed food, drink red wine in moderation, reduce stress, and finally, be surrounded by other people who live in a similar way. So it is actually a cult. The concept often romanticize certain lifestyles without robust scientific validation. However, studies promoting blue zones sometimes rely on anecdotal evidence or observational data rather than longitudinal or controlled research. There is no research which supports this blue zone diet based on plants with very limited consumption of animal products. Okay, you see this recommendation for the blue zone diet, and it is again I consider it is absolutely unhealthy. Many blue zones such as Sardinia, Okinawa, Nicosia, Ikaria, Loma Ninda base their claims on birth and death records. However, in some of these regions, age documentation might be incomplete or inconsistent due to historical inaccuracies in record keeping, and many of the birth dates are fabricated. In certain cultures, there is a tendency to exaggerate age, particularly for elders, which may inflate the number of reported centenarians. When strident verification is applied, the number of validated centenarians often decreases significantly. The claims of longevity in those locations may be based on fraud and error. For example, when Greek government began checking on people receiving pensions, about 70% of all alleged centenarians in the country turned out to be dead, but relatives are getting pension because this is money. Okay, this easy way to get extra money for families. The plant-based diets, which are attributed to blue zones, align with general dietary recommendation of medical professionals. However, whether these diets directly result in longer lifespan remains a topic of debate. So there was such medical doctor Harriet Hall. She died in age of 77. She stated that there are no controlled studies of elderly people in the blue zones, and that the recommended diets are based on speculation, not evidence through a rigorous scientific method. In contrast to the blue zone diet, Hong Kong has the highest meat consumption than any other country in the world, estimated at 136.3 kilo per person a year. This is a lot, respectively. Meanwhile, Hong Kong has the longest life expectancy in the world. It is 85.4 years. It is increasing. This year, it is increased 0.15% from 2023. Hong Kong also consumes more fatty pork per capita than any other country. Okay, you see, I would say this medical doctor Harriet Hall, she is not promoting some healthy diet. She said it is a diet, it does not matter, you just not necessary follow some science. So again, she does not look healthy, and again, she died only age of 77. I was in Hong Kong 2 times, and it is very crowded place, and you will never say that it is healthy environment, but people live over there quite long, and again, the fatty pork is very popular in Chinese culture, in Chinese cuisine, and especially in Hong Kong. And again, if you go to Hong Kong, you will see that people eat a lot of tofu, they eat a lot of meat, and then again, it is certain indication that such diet is more healthy than following a vegetarian diet. Many foods and commercial products are marketed for the blue zone diet. It is very popular. You go to the internet, you will see this blue zone diet, which is again is a fraud. So again, what is recommended? Legumes like lentils, chickpeas, black beans, whole grains like oats, barley, and farro, nuts and seeds like walnuts, almonds, flaxseed, dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, and chard, berries like blueberries, blackberries, doji berries, sweet potatoes, also very much recommended and very very healthy, I would say. Cold pressed olive oil again, and this again, it's no one this plant-based oils like vegetable oils and especially seed oils are toxic actually. So, and plain yogurt, okay, plain yogurt is okay. Fermented vegetables like kimchi, sauerkraut, and miso, not bad, but I would not consume them. Turmeric and curcumin, green tea, fermented tea like kombucha, plant-based milks from almond, oat, and soybeans, absolutely toxic in my opinion. Red wine in moderation, herbal teas like chamomile, fennel, rosemary, protein and snack bars with ingredients like nuts, seeds, and dried fruits. Prepacked meal kits with olive oil, whole grains, and legumes. Extracts from olive oil, resveratrol from grapes, and green tea in capsules. It is a huge business actually, a huge business, and people buy it because they are zombified by propaganda. They don't think critically. They don't. They follow recommendation of medical professionals. So this is a blue zone diet. Again, it is based on no scientific evidence. It is a cult, absolute cult. So this is what recommended to consume. Again, there is no direct evidence that the blue zone foods and supplements promoted for anti-aging have measurable effect on extending lifespan. No evidence at all, zero. Interestingly, in nature, the only long-lived mammals that rely on plant-based diets are naked and blind mole rats. You can click, and I was talking about these rats before. These animals primarily consume bulbs and tubers, which are rich in resistant starch and low in phytotoxins. The resistant starch is fermented in their gut by bacteria, producing short-chain fatty acids and proteins that contribute to their nutrition. Similar to rabbits, mole rats eat their own feces, called cesotropes, to maximize their nutrient uptake and practice this practice called coprophagia. I would not recommend it because our digestive system is completely different from these animals. But again, this is I just show you that how important is to use resistant starch, for example. The cecotropes are rich in short-chain fatty acids and bacterial proteins. In contrast, other rodents like mice and rats, which consume plants and whole grains, live 20-40 times shorter life. So it is again some facts which maybe indicate that you have to change your diet. Okay, this is naked mole rats. It is maximum lifespan in the wild. In the wild, they can live longer, but they are not immortal. They live longer than 30 years, and actually they don't show any sign of aging. And this is a blind molar rate. It is maximum documented lifespan is 21 years. Also, they consume a lot of tubers. Whole grains contain a number of phytochemicals and plant proteins such as lectins produced by plants. For example, phytate and tannins are considered anti-nutrients that reduce the body ability to absorb essential nutrients and minerals. So if you drink tea, you have to think twice. Lectins cause leaky gut syndrome and activate white blood cells, promoting chronic inflammation. Also, lectins may cause red blood cells to clump together, so it is blood clots can be a result of your vegetarian diet. Comparative examples in the animal kingdom also challenge simplistic dietary narratives of the blue zones. For instance, insect-eating microbats can live up to 40 years, whereas fruit-eating megabuds, they are much bigger, and actually they have to live longer, but they live only up to 15 years. Again, it is 15 years is not bad actually, but for these megabuds. But it is only indicates that high aerobic activity, as it's fine, is helps to get very short gut transit time, and then it is actually more healthy. But eating microbats is, insect-eating microbats they live much longer. Chitin, like resistant starch, can be flying insects. A key food source for microbats are rich in chitin and fat. Chitin is also like resistant starch, can be fermented by gut bacteria, and but fruits are comparatively high in sugar and phytosterol, and even if they have some fibers, it is not working. And these fruits may negatively affect longevity, certainly. So plants possess a group of substances known as anti-nutrients, which are responsible for deleterious effects related to absorption of nutrients and nutrients and some elements. Okay, so it's again what is promoted for the blue zone diet and also vegetarian diet is actually all toxic. In my older presentation of the year 2021, and I was also making video, but the video was removed by YouTube due to pandemic related content, because I mentioned something like if you have to protect yourself from viruses, you better stay away from this plant-based diet. So I discussed the life expectancy disparities that further highlight the complexity of diet and longevity. For example, inhabitants of Papua New Guinea, who derive most of their calories from sweet potatoes, similar to Okinawans, had a life expectancy of 66 years in 2022. By the age of 47, many of them suffer from chronic diseases associated with chronic inflammation, accelerated aging. Okay, so Okinawans claim to live longer than 80, and again, it is a big question: is it true or not? But in contrast, again, Okinawa's longevity might be partly attributed to their consumption of fermented soy products such as natto and miso, which are rich in the fibrolytic enzyme nattokinase. Nattokinase helps to digest proteins, so it is again maybe it contributes to longevity. This enzyme is associated with cardiovascular benefits and as evidenced by studies showing lower cardiovascular disease-related mortality with higher natto intake. So it's again, I do not deny, I use this bacterial enzymes myself, and it certainly works. I have many evidence that it works. So it is, again, this is how people grow a lot of this sweet potato. In Thailand also people grow a lot of sweet potato, but rely mostly on rice and not on sweet potato. But sweet potato is very cheap, very popular here, and again, it is not healthy because it has a lot of phytosterols and a lot of oxalates. Large carnivores tend to live shorter lifespans than large herbivores, especially ruminants. Okay, this is amazing again. So you're supposed to follow, and there are many proponents of carnivore diet who are talking about benefits of carnivore diet in eating meat, but it is just it works to grow muscles, and in young age it is absolutely okay. I love it, but will it help to extend your lifespan? Certainly not. So Maasai people are known for their health, slender physique, and stamina. Traditionally consume a diet rich in raw meat, milk, honey, and blood. So it is perfect carnivore diet, all from the birthday to the death. And despite their remarkable physical fitness, their average lifespan is only 55-60 years. Again, this why you have to ask question, why so short lifespan compared to Hong Kong, for example. Yeah. So this might be in part explained by long bowel gut transit time. Again, this is you eat this animal-based food. It is all completely digested. You have no actually, it is you have no, your stool is it is actually, some people have no bowel movement, no they don't defecate for weeks, so it is again not healthy. So, and this carnivore diet, strict carnivore diet, may lead to accumulation of harmful pathogens in the gut microbiome. Based on these observations, improving gut health may play a key role in longevity, and incorporating of prebiotics like resistant starch and chitin. Again, we try to learn from nature. Resistant starch and chitin, and then also the consumption of probiotics, that is beneficial bacteria from fermented dairy product and fish. Fish you also can be fermented. You know, I did it. I did fish, fermented fish, and it is, well, it is okay, I believe, eating. Especially you can use it as a source of this dietary enzymes. And also mild laxatives they may promote healthier gut microbiome and shorten gut transit time, and so altogether this may support healthier aging and potentially extend lifespan. Again, I don't claim that you will live 40 times longer as microbes compared to mice, but yet again it is very healthy, very helpful to remove all problems with your guts. So it's again, Maasai people live only up to 60 years, no longer, and you see in older age they don't look young. Yeah. Okay, the remarkable longevity on people in Hong Kong can tentatively, again, I don't claim it because there was no research, but tentatively it can be attributed to their dietary habits, which include high consumption of fatty meat, this very healthy, fermented soy products. Again, fermented soy products have these digestive enzymes, and monosodium glutamate. Monosodium glutamate is very, very popular in all Asian countries. So, and also alongside the limited intake of fruits and vegetables. In Hong Kong, no fruits and vegetables, because again, these people may bring this pigs and meat because it is very condensed food. But nobody sell fruits and vegetables. I didn't see, at least when I was in Hong Kong, there was no such fruits. Monosodium glutamate, commonly marketed as flavor enhancer, and it is widely used in traditional Asian cuisine, with average consumption in the Chinese population reaching up to 2.5 grams per person per day. It's a lot. 2.25 grams per person per day. It's a lot. It's a lot. When dissolved in water, monosodium glutamate separates into sodium and free glutamate ions. Glutamate, it is ion of the glutamic acid. Glutamate plays a critical role in the several biological processes. In particular, glutamate aids in detoxifying excess ammonia, from your body, because again, if you consume a lot of protein-based food and something goes wrong, then your liver produces ammonia, and this is toxic. So it is again, glutamate helps to remove this excess of ammonia. And the ammonia is a common metabolic waste product. Glutamate is the most abundant excitatory neurotransmitter and serves as precursor for gamma aminobutyric acid, so it is GABA, and the primary inhibitory transmitters. You can go to and watch my video and presentation and then learn about this again. Glutamate is good. Okay, this is typical Hong Kong food. It's some spicy, some little bit average, but you see tofu, and you see this minced pork, and so it is quite common eating like this. So again, these neurotransmitters, both glutamate are the very abundant, but also GABA can be produced from glutamate, and other neurotransmitters are in small amounts. Dietary glutamate is metabolized in the gut into glutamine and alpha-ketoglutaric acid. Okay, these metabolites contribute to maintaining gut health. In particular, they support epithelium cells in producing and secreting mucus, and so on. Yes, enhancing the gut protective barrier. And again, you can go to look the publication, but it is opposite to the recommendation to avoid this monosodium glutamate. It is actually healthy. As I discussed in my videos, you can go and also read presentation. Approximately 40% of absorbed alpha-ketoglutaric acid is utilized by gut epithelium cells for energy and function as antioxidant. Okay, so the alpha-ketoglutaric acid is produced by bacteria, but then if it is produced by bacteria, it is utilized by gut epithelium cells for energy, and then it is support the gut health. Alpha-ketoglutaric acid aids in the production of glutamate. Again, if you consume some supplement, very popular again, $5 per day, you can spend and buy calcium salts of alpha-ketoglutaric acid, and it is again wasting of money, because the same you can get monosodium glutamate, which is peanuts. And so alpha-ketoglutaric acid is in the cells. It is getting converted to glutamate, which then glutamate enters the bloodstream, not alpha-glutaric acid. Okay, this is again fraud. It is again, these people make very good money, but it is not scientifically supported at all. So, and again, the glutamate is supports synthesis of other amino acids like proline, which is essential for collagen and elastin formation. These proteins are vital for tissue repair, wound repairs, and overall cellular health. Consequently, monosodium glutamate may indirectly contribute to improved gut health. Again, you see it's again opposite in to recommendation to avoid it. It's Hong Kong people consume a lot of this this supplement or this salt, and it is helping them to live longer. So it is again what it makes it improve gut health, enhance cognitive function, stronger bones, and better tissue repair through its role in amino acid metabolism. And again, this glutamate is neurotransmitters, so you need a lot of this neurotransmitter for your brain to function properly. Okay, how this glutamate can be converted to glutamine, yes, in your guts by bacteria, and glutamine can be converted to ketoglutaric acid, but also ketoglutaric acid can be converted back in cells to glutamate, so it is all linked. Monosodium glutamate enhances the palatability of high protein meals, potentially increasing protein intake, particularly in the elderly or those with reduced appetite. Again, in older age, eating enough of protein rich meals, enough of meat is absolutely essential because to avoid development of sarcopenia and to avoid reduce production of digestive enzymes, and so it's absolutely necessary. And up to 2 grams of protein, of dry protein per 2 grams of dry protein per kilo of weight is recommended for elderly. Okay, but again, if you use only if you are following strict carnivore diet, it's actually not beneficial because you will get long gut transit time and development of these pathogens, accumulation of pathogens in your gut. Protein-rich meals paired with monosodium glutamate are less likely to cause rapid blood sugar spikes. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, all meat is not suppressing. You're not getting sugar spikes. Also, mitigating risks associated with hyperglycemia. Animal studies suggest that monosodium glutamate with high protein meals promotes satiety, potentially reducing overall calorie consumption. Again, it depends, okay? It depends. So if you eat meat, you have to eat more. But what is actually, if you eat monosodium glutamate with this high carbohydrate diet, then it is actually not healthy, and actually it is not recommended. So if you eat noodle soup with monosodium glutamate, not healthy. But eating pork, well, I do it myself, and I try on my pets, my cats, feral. It's not pets, feral cats. Many feral cats are coming to eat afternoon, and I give them this meat with monosodium glutamate. They are crazy about this, and my dogs also. I feed 3 dogs, and they are very happy to eat this meat with monosodium glutamate. Consumed in moderation with high protein alpha animal-based meals, monosodium glutamate may support gut health, metabolism, and overall well-being. In contrast, when monosodium glutamate is paired with high carbohydrate processed food like chips, instant noodles, which is again very popular also in Asian countries, it may lead to overeating and obesity. This may be a problem, again, especially in Thailand. People eat a lot of noodles, not much meat, not much animal products, but they eat noodles, they eat rice, and then high dosages of monosodium glutamate may lead to overeating and obesity. Then also it leads to hypertension, metabolic disorders, and contribute to imbalances in the gut microbiota. So again, combination is the key. So this is how this also be used. Again, I was in Hong Kong. I didn't see any of these vegetables, but eating meat, mushrooms, and eggs with monosodium glutamate, not bad. It's delicious. Okay, what else? Studies on vitamin C, this ascorbic acid intake, have yielded mixed results, particularly regarding the concern that vitamin C can be partly converted to oxalate, potentially doubling the risk of kidney stone formation in addition to oxalate content in fruits or vegetables. It is true, if you consume low amount of vitamin C, it is like below 2 grams per day, it may be harmful. Okay, it depends on the dose. So several epidemiological studies have explored the relationship between high doses of vitamin C, it is like high doses like 2 grams per day, and the elevated risk of kidney stones with varying conclusions. It can increase production of oxalate, or it cannot. But what again, Dr. Linus Pauling, a prominent advocate of vitamin C supplementation, reportedly consumed up to 18 grams of vitamin C per day, crediting this practice for his longevity. He lived 93 years and health. Despite he was following standard diet with not ketogenic diet, again, not healthy diet was, but he lived quite long. So again, at low doses, vitamin C is maybe harmful. Supplementation with vitamins may be harmful, but at high doses, it is actually improves the oxalate dumping, removing the oxalate from your body. Okay, however, doses of vitamin C above 2 grams in a single dose can act as mild laxative. Okay, it is disadvantage and advantage. So if you think, given the relatively short half-life of vitamin C in the human body, it is approximately 2 hours, the mega doses must be taken throughout the day in smaller portions to maximize the potential health benefits. If you take in one dose too much vitamin C, it will work as laxative. Again, can be helpful to clean your guts, but yet again, better to make this doses a few times a day. Yeah, so it is like Linus Pauling investigated the duration of the cold, of common cold, with additives of vitamin C above. If it is above 2 grams per day, then it reducing. But again, the maximum was 6 grams. But again, cold. I didn't have any common cold 25 years because again I tried to stay healthy. And recently, I mean about a year ago, I started to use large doses of vitamin C, and mostly for as a laxative. But I believe that again he was right, and in combination with lysine, it can be useful for longevity. Consuming large amounts of dark green vegetables and certain fruits like kiwi can pose health risks due to their high oxalate content. Oxalates are anti-nutrients that bind to essential minerals such as iron and magnesium, reducing their absorption in the gut. Excessive oxalate intake is associated with health issues including gout, kidney stones, hyperoxaluria, which is this high concentration of oxalate in urine, and the formation of calcium oxalate crystals in tissues, which is very common in vegetarians. These sharp crystals can trigger mast cell activation, leading to chronic inflammation, and this again nothing good. Modern farming practices and food processing may contribute to widespread spread magnesium deficiency in the population. And food rich in oxalate, they exacerbate this problem by further depleting the body magnesium storage. Okay, it is not only suppress this absorption of the magnesium in the gut, but also deplete the body magnesium. Deplete magnesium from your body. It is again very, very bad. Supplementing with magnesium malate or citrate can reduce oxalate absorption in the gut, prevent magnesium deficiency, and alleviate symptoms associated with oxalate dumping. Again, if try to remove all these toxic substances and all these crystals of calcium oxalate, there can be some symptoms, not nice symptoms of the oxalate dumping. You can read about this, so you have to do it slowly. But if you consume this magnesium malate and citrate, magnesium citrate, it can help to reduce the symptoms. So the kiwi is always promoted as healthy, good for health, but it's a lot of oxalates in this. It's not healthy at all. In contrast to some fruits and vegetables, cassava and potato starches do not contain anti-nutrients. They are rich in resistant starch, which is excellent prebiotics for feeding beneficial gut bacteria and producing short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. Short-chain fatty acids help maintain gut barrier integrity, promote gut motility, so it is the moving of the food through your guts, reduce inflammation and blood sugar levels, and support metabolic health. Resistant starch tend to cause fewer issues with gas, bloating, diarrhea, and constipation compared to some fruits and vegetables. Okay, instead of fruits and vegetables, again, resistant starch you can use a lot. Of course, you have to increase it slowly because no sharp changes should be done. but intake of resistant starch in amounts up to 100 gram daily may promote regular bowel movements and shorten the whole gut transit time, which is again healthy. It is improving the overall gut health. To avoid nutrient deficiency, the intake of resistant starch has to be combined with supplementation of certain vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Also, the healthy diet may include seasonal vegetables and fruits from your garden if you have any. Don't buy in in shops or market is anything, because again I have my own garden and sometimes I eat seasonal fruits like one mango in a day or every 2 days, but there is no season, I don't eat, I don't buy, because you go to grocery stores, you can buy apples which are 1 year old. 1 year old. Imagine how much chemicals it contains to keep it looking, to keep it from spoiling. Okay, so in Thailand, cassava is very popular. It's not potato, but cassava, and cassava flour and cassava starch actually is very healthy and very cheap. It is $1 per kilo, and I eat a lot of this cassava starch, and it helps. It helps to remove toxins also. You see, because if you eat a lot of animal-based fat, you have a lot of cholesterol. Cholesterol is necessary for your body, not only produce vitamin D and enzymes, and but it also very helpful for your blood circulation and for your health. But again, this in part this bile which is produced by liver, it is removing toxins from your body, and it has to be not, it should be not this toxin should not be reabsorbed. So if you combine, if you take starch, then starches absorbs this bile salts and toxins and remove it from your body. So it helps a lot to detoxify your body. Magnesium crucial for healthy gut, affecting digestion, microbiota balance, immune function, and gut barrier integrity. It aids in enzymatic breakdown of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, promoting efficient digestion, supporting gut epithelium cells, and preventing harmful toxins from entering the bloodstream. Again, this magnesium absolutely necessary. Magnesium salts soften stool, promote regular bowel movements because of osmotic effect of them. Magnesium also binds to dietary oxalates in the gut, reducing the absorption and preventing calcium oxalate crystals formation in the tissues, which are linked in the kidney stones and tissue inflammation. And magnesium deficiency is related to dysbiosis, imbalance in the gut microbiota, and can lead to systemic inflammation, reduced gut barrier function, and impaired digestion. Supplementing with magnesium malate or citrate can reduce oxalate absorption in the gut, prevent magnesium deficiency, and alleviate symptoms associated with oxalate damping. I use magnesium sulfate, but also magnesium malate and magnesium citrate, mostly magnesium malate, because I believe it is more efficient than citrate. Okay, so why it is important, you can read what it makes. It is participate in so many processes of your body. So it's again, and D-magnesium malate, I believe it is better working than citrate, and it is especially good for weight control, and so it's actually it is used as food additive, but I make some water extract of dill seeds in garlic, crazy garlic with this magnesium malate. The high magnesium content in drinking water in some areas of Italy may contribute to the exceptional longevity of the local population. So it's again, blue zones exist actually, but blue zones like in Italy, they exist, but they are related not to vegetarian diet, they are related to magnesium content in drinking water. What is interesting, again, it was never promoted, but magnesium relaxes blood vessels, reduces blood pressure, supports cardiac function, prevents arrhythmias, and has anti-inflammatory effects. It plays a key role in glucose metabolism and insulin sensitivity, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome. Magnesium supports the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, which regulate mood and sleep. Proper mental health and quality sleep are crucial for longevity. So magnesium works synergistically with calcium and vitamin D. Actually, you have a lot of calcium, no need in calcium supplementation. So you have calcium with drinking water, you have calcium with milk products, no need. But vitamin D, if you, again, to produce vitamin D from cholesterol, you need magnesium. And also magnesium helps to maintain bone density. It also plays an important role in the body antioxidant defense system, slowing down aging. Okay, so it's and reduced oxidative stress slows down the aging process. Okay, so you see how important is to consume magnesium. Is naturally, again, north of Italy in the area of Dolomites. They have high content of magnesium in drinking water, and they live longer. Of course, environment is very clean in that area. They will consume a lot of dairy products and bacon and pork, but again, it's magnesium probably contributes to their longevity. The blue zone concept of longevity appears to be based on unreliable data, including inaccuracies in record keeping and potential instances of pension fraud, especially Greece, I would say. On the other hand, a strict carnivore diet is not linked to exceptional longevity either. The example is Maasai people. They are on strict carnivore diet, but they live short. Again, why? Because this is due to association of the carnivore diet with prolonged bowel transit time, imbalances in the gut microbiome, and potential contributions to autoimmune diseases. Moreover, high temperature cooking of meat can produce harmful compounds like glycation products if not carefully managed. Instead, cooking in accordance with sous-vide technology under temperatures of 70 degrees centigrade with addition of digestive enzymes can be recommended to improve the nutritional value of foods. Again, you can add some commercially available enzymes like like nattokinase or whatever papain, and then they get activated at about 70 degrees centigrade. So they work to make meat very juicy and very soft. So it is very helpful. So gut health plays a pivotal role in promoting longevity and overall well-being. Yes, okay. So it can be enhanced through the inclusion of these prebiotics and probiotics in the diet. Again, you see the big picture is not very easy, but it's actually not difficult to implement to your diet. Okay, so I use this technology. I'm not using in water, so the original technology it is cooking in water. I cook in air, but instead of the plastic film, I use aluminum foil, or I put aluminum foil but again, this it takes hours. But if you have a thermostat, you put temperature, desirable temperature to start, and 2-3 hours, no problem. That it is much better because all the enzymes and vitamins are in meat, and especially organ meat are not destroyed, and it is much more healthy and much more tastier. So it is really healthy food. I don't eat. Some people promote eating raw meat. I would not do it because of danger of pathogens and also parasites. One guy, German guy in here who used to live in this area, was eating raw meat, and eventually he died from these parasites. So it's again quite risky. But this cooking keeps everything good, everything healthy, and it protects you from this pathogens and parasites like worms. So it's so easy. Again, it is helping to save your time and money, especially money. Additionally, research suggests that monosodium glutamate that's combined with high protein foods may support health by improving satiety and promoting gut health. Yeah, this is what I use. Again, in difference from this recommendation of medical professionals, I use maybe 2 grams of this monosodium glutamate a day. Maybe I cannot say for sure, but it depends. So again, I add it, I use it, and I like it. I like how it is flavor enhancer. So, however, pairing monosodium glutamate with high carbohydrates processed food can lead to adverse outcomes such as obesity, hypertension, and metabolic syndrome. This is what I see in local population. They eat noodles with a lot of monosodium glutamate. They are obese. They don't live long. But again, you have to see what people do in Hong Kong, and this diet will at least improve your health and extend your longevity above 80 years. But if you want to live forever young, it is more steps has to be implemented. But again, it is all affordable. Adequate magnesium intake through supplementation supports numerous physiological processes, including gut health, and can contribute to a long and healthy life. Hong Kong, they certainly deficient in magnesium, I would say. So, mild laxatives may also aid in maintaining regular bowel movements and preventing gastrointestinal tissues. Again, it can be a problem with Hong Kong people. Okay, so even they do it well, but again, so it's you need some laxatives and you need prebiotics to avoid this long transit time. Okay, finally, regular aerobic exercise is a key factor in improving gut health, supporting cardiovascular health, reducing inflammation, all of which are crucial for achieving longevity. Combining these approaches offers a balanced strategy for improving health and extending lifespan. I would say my goal is to live forever young, maybe a few hundred years or up to 1,000 years. And I think, again, looking at nature, learning from nature, I see that it is possible. But you have to do it all right. What is not included in this presentation, it is how to exterminate so-called senescent cells. I was talking about this many times, so it can be also implemented. One more, some drugs, I was talking about this already. Some drugs may promote elastin synthesis and elasticity of the extracellular matrix and tissues of our body is very, very important for longevity. Okay, so you can go to the source of information. This time it's not many references because I mostly rely on my previous research. And again, if you have if you was watching to this point, please mind that you can support this project at least by clicking like and subscribe buttons and distribute this information among your friends and relatives, and it would help and certainly help to improve their health. And I'm not medical professional, so again, make your own research, but again, my opinion, I can give some recommendations, but some people participate in my project, and to contact me they use email, and you can do the same. So it is possible also to participate in the project. I believe that some parts which I proposed, like production of enzymes which can reduce this high blood pressure, and they are very helpful. They work very well, and I try to find support to produce these enzymes in larger scale and to sell them. No, I failed again. So again, question is if I will get more customers, more clients, I can probably over time to help more people. Okay, so. Okay, have a wonderful day. Ciao, ciao.